Welcome to Crescendo TV. I'm Leo, and this is The Breakdown. What's going down, my YouTube peeps? Thanks for hanging out for another episode of The Breakdown. Ooh, it's gonna be a good one, so you better like the video. There's a shit ton of music news for me to tell you about this week, including new music from Alesana and Johnny Craig announcing his new project Slaves. And later in the episode, I'll have another Band Scout Band of the Woe to tell you about as well. Now last week we released our brand new interview with Tay of We Are the Ink Crown. If you missed it, go ahead and check the description box for a link to the interview. And this Tuesday, I have a brand new interview for you, this time with one of my personal favorites, Animals as Leaders. Tosin has always been such a huge inspiration to me as a guitarist, so I've always wanted to interview this band. So make sure you check back this Tuesday to see it. At the top of our newsfeed this week, Blessthefall and Emmure have both released new music videos. Blessthefall debuted their official video for Hollow Bodies off their most recent release with the same title. And Emmure premiered the video for Nemesis. The track is featured on their upcoming album Eternal Enemies out on April 15th. You can check the description box for links to both videos. Over the past few weeks, you guys have been entering to win 2 tickets to any date on this year's Warped Tour. And before I announce the winner, I want to thank all of you guys that signed up and continue to support CTV. And the winner is... If that was your email address, go check your email right now and look for a message from CTV with instructions on how you can get your Warped tickets. Now, before we get to Warped this summer, there are some badass shows we're gonna be at, grabbing more interviews for you guys. Coming up next week, we have interviews with Memphis Mayfire, The Word Alive, and Hands Like Houses. What I want you guys to do this week is leave me a comment below with your questions for them. I know I say this every time, but let's get some good questions going on down there. And none of that old rubbish, you bunch of tosses. In other news this week, Johnny Craig revealed his new full band project, Slaves, which will be releasing their debut album this summer. Check the description box for a link to a short teaser video to hear what the band will sound like. Alesana released their new single, Nevermore. The track is featured on their upcoming EP, The Decade EP, out on April 1st. You can check the description box for a link to the track. Blimey! It's once again time for me to tell you all about this week's Band Scout Band of the Woe. This week, we are featuring Sweden's own Clouds in Retreat. Clouds in Retreat just released their official video for their first single, Impediment. The song is going to be a part of their 5-song EP that's stated to be released in April. Leave me a comment below letting me know what you think of Clouds in Retreat. Check the description box for a link to Impediment, and if you want to find out more information on Clouds in Retreat, you can head over to their Facebook page, facebook.com/cloudsinretreat. Give these guys a like, of course. But also don't forget, if you're in a band and you want to be featured on Crescendo TV and Band Scouts Band of the Week, all you have to do is shoot me an email at ctvbandoftheweek@gmail.com and we'll send you more details. To close out the news this week, Man Overboard announced a headlining tour this spring with support from Transit, Forever Came Calling, and Knucklepuck. You can check the description box for a link to all the tour details. And finally, The Word Alive have been caught performing a new song titled Play the Victim on recent dates of the Unconditional tour. Check the description box for a link to the live video. Well, that's gonna do it for us this week. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at Crescendo TV and don't forget to subscribe. Because I'm Woe and Whoa. Yo.